name is Eva Brodie. I'm a train driver for First ScotRail. When things go wrong, you have to communicate with people, and that's when really the pressure starts to tell, and you've got to do things, right. Obviously, you've got to bear in mind that you've got maybe 300-400 passengers that you're ferrying around, so you've got to do everything to the best that you can do. No, I'm probably not your average typical train driver, and I quite like that about the job. Mostly the reaction that you get from people is really good, positive. I can't say that becoming a train driver is something I always wanted to do. Probably a bit of luck, a bit of influence from friends that encouraged me to go into the job. When I was at school, probably I was more interested in the science subjects, maybe maths and chemistry, geography, and I wasn't overly great at the arty subjects or English and things like that, but definitely a science-based thing was my favourite. I probably went through lots of different phases as a young girl of different jobs. I wanted to be an air hostess, or I wanted to be an archaeologist. It was so extreme. I hadn't any sort of clear career path in mind. There was nothing that sort of jumping out at me at that point. I knew I wanted to go into university. I think that the whole process of learning, to go to university was something that I wanted to continue, but obviously the social life was a good thing to get into as well. My time at university was great. I loved the subject that I studied, which was geography, and the friends that I made there are probably friends that you keep for life. My first thought when I left university was to go and do further study, do a postgraduate, but I had got a job just working part-time, temporary employment, maybe just getting used to a bit of money, made me think, I want a full-time job. The first job I got when I left school, when I left university, was working in a factory that makes cashmere accessories, and it's probably one of the most boring jobs that I've ever had. I knew when I was in there that I didn't want to stay in there. I couldn't have stayed in a job like that for forever, basically. Definitely wanted to go on and do something else. Why did I decide to become a train driver? I have to blame my boyfriend for that one. He was already in the railway, and when the positions came up, he sort of encouraged me to apply. Just fancied it, something a bit different. Never been into the sort of stereotypical girly jobs, so thought that was something that appeals to me, a different challenge. So I think the next thing for me is to go to the instructing side. I have recently started the driving instructor programme, whereby you get a trainee to come with you. Teaching new drivers isn't something that I had thought about prior to starting the instructing, but I found I've really enjoyed it, and I would really like to go on and make more of it, make it into a full-time position rather than just a kind of part-time that it is just now.